Yo, what up, though? I know the trade deadline that came and left, and the Vikings still ain't addressed the defensive line. I got somebody for y'all, man. Dominique Davis. He is 6'2", weigh 326 pounds. He was undrafted in 2020 by the New York Jets, man. He spent 2 years on the Bengal practice squad and on a active roster, man. And the Bengals just released him this year, and the Pittsburgh Steelers placed him on a practice squad. And the Vikings can easily get him off the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad. Because I feel like the Vikings do a lot for offense, man. If y'all sit back and think about it, we go out and get offensive linemen when we lose one. We go out and get running back during the season. We trade for tight end. We draft wide receivers high. But we don't really address the defense like we do the offense. And I feel like the Minnesota Vikings is a damn defensive team. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but it is what it is, man. And I just feel like if we can get Brian Flores a defensive tackle like Dominique Davis, that might can do wonders for the Minnesota Vikings defense, man. Because the Vikings defense right now, their defense line is not that damn good right now, man. And that probably due to we don't have a big nose tackle or D tackle. Wherever you want to say nose tackle, D tackle, I don't care. We don't have no big tackle on defense, man. And the Vikings need somebody on that defensive line. 326, man, Dominique Davis would by far be the biggest defense lineman we have on the damn roster, man, and in that damn locker room on defense. So what would we lose if we go out and get Dominique Davis off the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad? And that's another good sign too that the Pittsburgh Steelers picked him up because the Steelers know defense. So the Steelers see something Dominique Davis that they like, and they moved him right on to their practice squad. And we need to get him off their practice squad and move him right on to our active roster, man. Because the Vikings defense is okay, but it can be better, man. And Dominique Davis, with the rest of the people we have on defense, can help the linebackers and the corners out if they can start getting more pressure up the quarterback, like up the middle and from the side. That's why I said we should go out and get a defense lineman, man. We ain't do no trade for no defense lineman. But you can get Dominique Davis off the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad. I know he's not a household name, but you should look anywhere to try to upgrade your roster any way you can, man. Because we've seen a lot of teams in the NFC go out and trade for players during the trade deadline, and the Vikings stood put because the Vikings traded last week for offensive lineman. Dominique Davis, no trade. You don't have to trade to get him. Just sign him to the 53-man roster and get him off the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad. Because I feel like the Vikings need to get a little bit better on that damn defensive line, man. Our defensive line is not that damn good. And our defensive tackles are damn small. We don't have nobody that weighs 350, 340 on our defense line. Our biggest defense lineman, who Harrison Phillips, what do he weigh? 310? Something like that? No, man. 326, 6'2". Sign me up for him, man. Hey, bring him down. You and Minnesota Vikings, my man. We need somebody like that on our defensive line, man. We spend a lot of time and effort to try to upgrade the offense any way we can, and that's cool. But the offense be stuttering a lot. The offense be taking breaks a lot, man. And a lot of things fall on the Minnesota Vikings defense. Let's give Brian Flores a big boy that he can work with. Brian Flores, to me, seems like he is a good teacher, man. Because Flores gets the most out of his defensive players, man. But you can't teach size in the NFL, man. 326, 6'2", only 28 years old. Man, Brian Flores probably could work some wonders with Dominique Davis. And Dominique Davis ain't never had no defensive coach like Brian Flores, man. Ain't like he got to play right away. We could keep him in the tuck, let Brian Flores and the rest of the defensive coaching staff coach him up, work on his techniques. Then you know other players around the Vikings defense gonna put him under his ring, hip they wing to show him different ropes, and you never know. We can unleash him later on during the season, man. This might be a steal, man. This might be one on low risk, high reward, and this might be a diamond in the dirt for the Minnesota Vikings. If Quasi can go out and get Dominique Davis, man, off the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad, 6'2", weigh 326 pounds, and Brian Flores is his defensive coordinator. Man, this might right here. This is a move the Minnesota Vikings need to really think and make for real. Crazy. Go out and get Dominique Davis, man. What will we lose if we bring him on to the 53-man roster? And like we got to give him a big-ass contract, man, you can pay him, man, the bare minimum and move him on to the roster. He going to be happy with that. And let Brian Flores put his hands on him. Let's see what Brian Flores can do with Dominique Davis, y'all. You never know. Dominique working with Brian Flores for like a month. Man, listen, it'll get very interesting once playoffs come with a big boy like that on our defense line. Oh, How y'all feel we get Dominique Davis though? I wouldn't mind we get somebody like that on that damn defense line. I just want a big boy on that defense line, somebody that weigh about 326, 330, 335. I want somebody like that on our defense line. I don't want nobody that weigh 305, 35, 300 pounds. Man, give me a big boy on that defensive line. How would y'all feel about Dominique Davis though?